All right, guys, we're back on the where's Jake at? What? Oh, you made it
Hey, hey.
just in time.
Felt like Dora for a second there.
Yeah, we didn't
Dick.
stage that, by the way. That was we promise.
Yeah, we would never lie.
Mm.
But I was asking about munching box earlier, and like, you're saying that you've been munching bags a lot, which is
Yeah,
interesting. But so, what this is like, you know how there's like, let's say like, there's like a male-bodied people and female-bodied people.
yeah.
Okay, so they have each um gender has its external genitalia. Okay, do you know about this?
Yeah, yeah. I think so. I think so. Yeah, yeah. I know about this. My mind was just stretching to like. The reason why I'm so hesitant, my mind is stretching to like. I'm thinking about the munching box, so I can't. Like I'm thinking about the connection that this is gonna form, and my
Okay.
mind's already running. It's already running a mile a minute. I'm like munch. Is people munching?
Okay, yes. So the genitalia have acquired various names over the the amount of time that we've been speaking languages as humans. So you've heard of like shaft, rod. Um, you've heard of like clam. You've heard of like other ones that I won't say. But one of them for the female external genitalia is box.
Box.
Okay.
I've never heard
Yeah.
box. Ever. I've never heard someone be like, that box though. I've never heard someone say that. I've never.
Yeah. I guess I don't know exactly, but I don't know if it's specifically talking about the genitalia, but maybe the region kind of makes like a square shape. You know, when like with the legs spread, and then there might like there's like the pubic bone on the top, right? So there might be like a square.
Isn't that more like a trapezoid though? Yeah, that's more like a no. I'm not buying that. That's not a box.
Okay.
That's more of a trapezoid.
No, not of like so like I'm talking about. I'm not gonna pull up a picture here, but I'm not talking about like the actual genitalia itself. I'm talking about like the entire surface of like the skin and genitalia. The surrounding area creates like a box shape.
What what if someone's curvy though?
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to look this up. Why is it called munching box? Yeah. Okay. There's no real good explanation for it, but
Yeah, this is
that's what I.
that's insane. I want to talk to the guy or woman or they or whatever, whoever came up and said box. I want to ask them a few questions. What were they
Bro,
thinking?
that's not how you're supposed to use pronouns.
Okay, whoever they are, I don't know who you are, but box. What are we? A
Bro, 'cause you
box?
said, did you say they or whatever they are?
Yeah, whatever pronoun, whatever they go by.
But you
Whoever.
don't use a pronoun to describe like the you said guy or woman or they.
Yeah.
That's
Anyone.
not how you want to know
I want
what
to know
person
who.
did it.
I want to know who. Because at first I said he, because I was like, oh, it's most likely like I. Well, I
No,
feel
you
like
didn't
a
say
woman
he.
would.
You didn't say he and you didn't say she. You just said you want to know the guy, you want to know the woman, you want to know the they.
Anyone, whoever did come up with this name. The only reason why I have a feeling it's a guy is because I don't know. Well, who knows? Maybe a woman was like, my box, but that seems unlikely. I don't know. Whoever made that, not whoever made it. I'm not like someone crafted a box. Whoever was like, that's a box. I just, how? What is box? What is box like? Is it well? Is it because things go inside of a box? There can be like there can be a box shaped like a rectangle.
Maybe it's a box because you put things in boxes. Yeah. I think you're just offended that I asked you if you've been munching box recently
No,
and you didn't know what it was.
I just thought it was a. I've been munching bags.
Which is funny now because
What is a bag? In that, if that's what a box is, then what is a bag?
whatever you want it to be, dude.
I feel like a bag would be more realistic, rather than a box. It's the bag. Cause a bag, look, it's like. I don't know. This is more realistic to me.
An opened bag, yeah.
Yeah, an open bag. Yeah, it's a bag. And then look, you can even because like here's the thing, nuts don't come in a box, but want to know what does come in a bag? Nuts. These nuts, dude.
Oh, the nuts come in the bag, yeah.
Yeah, do you get like the joke? Because then it's like, what do we do with all these nuts? We put them in a bag.
Yeah, but we better have a bag on our nuts if we want to put our nuts in a bag.
Yeah. And there's a lot of nuts in that bag. It's not like there's just one. I don't think anyone could fit 3 3 ounces of nuts or 85 grams of nuts inside
Oh my God.
of one bag. That's a lot of nuts.
Yeah, and it's cool that they regenerate naturally, It's part of the life cycle for nuts to grow.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about it like that. If these are little nuts, then that's not a lot. This is like an underproficient. Whoever produced the nuts for this, aren't there there's thousands, right? I can tell you there was probably only a few, maybe 100 in here.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Probably underproducing for sure.
Yeah.
But you know that the nuts in the bag came from a naturally occurring process where a tree created the nuts and then they get used.
Except in this process, these are, I have to admit something. These aren't just regular nuts. These are honey roasted. I don't know if that's actually picking up.
No.
It's got a little peanut guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have honey roasted ones?
Yeah.
But maybe this bag of nuts just has like a wife that likes to what is it called? She busts people's balls a lot.
Oh, that's the roasted.
Yeah, it's like they are making fun of them.
But she's sweet at the end too. She's nice, which is where the honey comes into play.
Yeah, no, it's all in good fun. So that's why it's honey, his wife, busting balls, roasting.
Doesn't honey roasted, that implies that first she's nice, and then the roasting comes.
His wife, he calls his wife honey because they have a loving relationship.
Ah, I see. But then when it's nighttime. Roast.
All day she's roasting him. Steve, you're fat.
Steve, Why can't you produce more nuts? We only got
Dude.
100 in the bag.
Steve ain't got no nuts, bro.
Can you imagine? You were walking into a grocery store with your wife, and you guys go up to the cashier. You guys are checking out. Hey, this guy has got no nuts. The whole store, and he's like, "Stop, honey, please, honey, please." Every time, you know, I have low T.
Yeah, his nut trees are really short. He has no tree.
Yeah.
It's just a nut bush.
To get to the title of this episode, I just came back from a trip, and I was telling you about this. I wanted to say it for the podcast, but my house feels really strange now.
Why?
I feel like this happens whenever I come home. It's like, it's all, you know, when you get home and it's cold, because you turn off the heat, right? Everything powers down, and you come home and it's like cold inside, and it looks like almost like an alien planet, because like you kind of like cleaned up before you left too sometimes. When you're looking around and you're like, oh, this is like really like weird, and you're like, this doesn't feel right. And then like, I don't know, yeah, you turn the lights on, and then it just looks different. It just feels weird. Feels like it's not my home. I'm like, I don't like this.
That was it?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't think of a title, so I just thought, my house is weird, and it's cold. It feels like damp, because I was in Arizona, and Arizona is like, you know, it's like dry heat. Like, I came here, and now it's like all, like, I can feel the dampness. If I live here long enough, I can't feel it, but now I'm like, I was sleeping last night, in my bed. I just, have to adjust to it again. Stamp.
Yeah, I guess if, you know, when you change, you're like that.
Yeah.
But I do, if I feel weird like that, because like sometimes it is weird, you know, like, just like the life hasn't been in there, and you know you have like this microbiotic relationship with your environment. Did you know that?
Like microbiotic. I've heard like repetition and familiarity kind of with an environment, but what is that? The microbiotic.
Okay.
Micro.
What is that? What is that?
That's like it's a micro nut.
Okay, small.
Small.
Bio.
Like biological life form, you know?
Yeah,
It's natural.
So basically literally living. So small living, and then ick is like of, or as it pertains to. So small as it pertains to life, aka microbiotic, usually talking about very small organisms. One of these microorganisms we talk about a lot is gut bacteria. But like every surface of this room is covered with microbiota, very, very small living organisms. But it's natural, and it's part of our way that we engage with the ecosystem. Okay, you're breathing out, you're touching stuff. The microbiome is like alive, especially because you're living there and interacting with it. So when you come back home, that microbiome has not been established.
They've revolted.
You haven't been eating. Yep, they've just gone elsewhere, and new ones have emerged.
Oh, I don't like that.
I know, but
Get out of my
just
house.
by living, just by getting back in there, and interfacing with them, creating, living in. It's just it's the same thing as like the habitual thing, you know, in neurons and blah blah blah. But it's like this is a real external representation of this um, thing that we can explain chemically and electrically.
Hmm.
So the microbiome in the gut is like, bro, you got human cells, right? What's it? Do you know what a human cell is?
Yeah. You got red blood cells, white blood cells.
Okay, but what about like skin cells and hair cells and bone cells?
The whole body is made up of cells, right?
Yes.
We are
Okay.
made up of not just thousands. Isn't it like isn't it millions?
Bro, it is trillions.
Trillions.
Okay, so you have a million, then you get 1,000 millions to get a billion, and then you get 1,000 billions to get a trillion, right? And then you got 36 trillion human cells. But you have 39 trillion bacteria cells in your body.
Damn, more bacteria than cells.
They're a lot smaller, but the number of cells outnumbers the number of human cells.
Damn. I assume a lot of those got to be stomach bacteria, right? If I had to guess.
A lot of them are in the stomach. A lot of them are on your skin too.
Ah, no, I'm just kidding. I knew. I've heard that information before. I just always wanted someone to do that whenever, like, you know, in like biology class when they're like, and there's thousands of bacteria on your skin right now. I just wish that there was someone in class who was like, oh, it's just like, oh, I gotta go home, guys.
So yeah, that's the bacteria, dude. Oh, so wait, can you share a screen on this, or that doesn't work?
Yeah, no, it doesn't work yet. We'll have to set it up sometime.
Okay.
What were you gonna show?
Oh well, I've just been working on this presentation, which maybe I'll play. I'll maybe you could wait. You can't record a screen share. Well, anyway, I want to do the presentation and try to figure out how to record it.
Okay. Well, maybe we should do a test sometime, and because we should set up something where we can like both view either your or my screen, and then like be down in the corners. Because we used to have that set up, but for some reason, the settings must have messed it up. So this is the only one that works as of yet. It's just both of us on the Minecraft layout, which we should change that too. We've had that for a long time.
Okay. Well, can we troubleshoot this while we're still recording this episode?
Yeah, the only thing is like I don't want to like I don't want to like show like too much of like my screen that isn't within like the boundary of the thing. Not that they would expose anything, I don't think, but I've always seen like other streamers who are like, no, I don't want to like they don't want to show their main screen, and now I'm like I'm weirded out because I'm like, is there something like, is there some information they can extract?
Okay. So you have to show that screen to them, or like?
I think so. Yeah, there's no way that I could get around it unless this screen that we have here just suddenly looked really demented for a long time. Even
Because
then,
dude, I'd rather because we said we were gonna do this like weeks ago, right? So I'd rather just do it, like
Okay.
make it happen because it's not gonna take that long. So we pause the episode or um
We could do we want to like just next time not start the episode, or we could end it here, but
I mean we could go 30 more minutes, I guess. But I mean
yeah, how about
I
we
just wanna
we'll
I
call it
wanna do
short
I wanna do
today.
it. Okay.
We'll do a short episode and then we'll yeah, we'll end it. But by the way, wait a minute. Oh no, I thought there was a view. No. I thought there was
Really?
someone watching. Yeah,
You
I
really
actually
did?
I got excited for a moment. I like saw like the I saw like the average view duration thing, and I saw there was a number, and I was like, hey, who is that? And then it was like, no, there's nobody. So there's nobody there.
Wait, let me see if I can find the stream.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't even show up. YouTube might just be like, get that out of there. That sucks.
What would I search?
You'd search. It should come up under Hot Dogs Radio, hopefully. Otherwise, if our channel doesn't show up, then that means we're really tucked in the back of the algorithm.
I don't see it.
No.
I see how to cook hot dogs with a radio.
Oh, really? I can't believe that. Let's see. So this is this episode is titled "My House Feels Weird."
Okay.
I don't know if it will come up under that, but
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
can it hear me chewing? I didn't realize that it probably is a really terrible sound to just hear.
No, it's just funny. There's a really big delay. Can you see that I'm watching now?
No, it doesn't actually show up
No, it's just
that you're watching.
Oh wow. Okay. Can you see that I'm watching?
What? So now I won't even know. Oh wait, concurrent viewers. It says 1 up top, but it doesn't tell you down below. That sucks.
Oh okay.
Yeah. Why?
Oh,
Huh.
wow, okay.
There's a stream health tab. I actually didn't know that the stream is healthy. That's good. I don't want it to like have some kind of bad diagnosis. That's such a weird. I don't like that. I don't like that they're like treating it like it's a living organism.
Yeah.
Like they're like, your stream is healthy. Sounds like something like a doctor would say. Like
Yeah.
strong connectivity.
Speaking of doctors.
Hmm?
Speaking of doctors, they're trying to do this thing where they have artificial intelligence read scientific research and then just determine like belief systems about healthcare and where we should invest resources scientifically.
What have they found so far?
They have found that that is a good idea.
Oh, okay.
And that there is a vice presidential candidate that has doing this at the top of their priority list.
What a vice president? Well, there's only one. You mean like a past vice president or a on the ticket running vice president or current vice president?
Attempting to get on all of the tickets. Vice president.
Wait, I'm confused. Usually like when someone runs, usually you have to be like someone has to like nominate you as their vice president, like their running mate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a running mate.
Oh, is like Who is this person? Is it?
Her name is Nicole Shanahan.
I don't think I've heard of that person. Wait, who are they? Whose ticket are they running on?
Bobby. She's on Bobby's ticket.
Okay.
Bobby Kennedy, that is.
Yeah, yeah.
So she used to be in the Silicon Valley world, and she owned a business that brought AI to people who didn't have money for legal advice, I guess, or legal services. She was having AI do a lot of the legal work for people.
Hmm.
And then she married the co-founder of Google. You know Google, like the thing that people like type it's just synonymous with searching for information, that Google.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I think there was two guys that made it. One of those two guys and this woman, Nicole Shanahan, got married and had a baby together 4 years ago, and they've since been divorced. And so now she has a lot of money, and she wants to end chronic disease in the United States.
I support. Yeah, that would be great. I would like that.
Me too, dude. Seriously.
Chronic disease sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. Yeah, it's bad.
It's undeniable.
Yeah. The view count. I saw it. It actually it came up. It updates up top first for some reason. I don't know about this interface.
Wait, somebody was just in here?
Yeah, well that was you.
I left like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, it tells you. There's like a little
okay.
chart. Yeah. Now I actually can. Now I understand how it works. So there's like how many people viewed your stream in total. Then there's like concurrent viewers, but it doesn't update immediately. It only updates at the top for some reason. So I don't know. It's weird.
See.
Maybe someone will type in hot dogs. Why does my house feel weird? Into YouTube. What if someone expects like some real like? What if they're like in a really bad situation? Like they're like, this is really bad. I need help right now. My house, something isn't right. Someone's been here, right? And they come in. I'm like, oh my god! And it's like, why aren't you calling 911? Get out of here!
Did it smell like hot dogs in their house?
Yeah. Like someone's been cooking. Someone like they left the house and they've been gone for like a month, and they've seen that someone has had like a hot dog feast inside of their kitchen. There's rotisseries that they like have put out. It's like someone opened up a hot dog stand within their home. There's like a cash register. They're like, oh my god. Mustard everywhere. All over the place.
Well, it doesn't seem urgent then, unless they think their life is currently in danger.
Yeah, the worst part is that there's like there's a guy who's standing in the corner just going like this.
Dude, there's always a guy.
Yeah, yeah.
There's always a guy.
Except maybe I guess in like a horror movie fashion, the guy wouldn't be there yet. Like there would have to be more odd occurrences. Like it would have to start off small, where there'd be like a mustard stain on the counter, and you'd be like, "Oh, I don't like mustard." You'd like clean it up, and you'd be like, "That's really strange." John, we need you to go on a business trip again. Oh, damn, that's so strange. I must have had someone over who likes mustard. He leaves the house. He comes back. There's like just like some crumbs with like a little bit more mustard. It's like a pile of mustard that like a bunch of stains. He's like, "Oh, This can't be out of the. What did I forget that I ate this? What happened? Like keeps rationalizing it until all of a sudden, boom, someone has been operating a hot dog stand outside of your house, and then later you find out he's in the house.
Wait, what? Wait, he was operating outside the house? I thought this whole time the guy was operating inside the house.
It is inside the house, but now the guy is like he's in the house currently. Like when the guy comes home.
Oh,
Yeah, before he'd clean up,
oh,
he'd leave like a little remnants, and it kept getting worse because he got more ballsy. And eventually he just thought the guy wasn't coming home, left out all the stuff, and then he comes home and he's like, guys?
and then he goes on YouTube for
Yeah,
help.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I never said this guy was like a smart guy. He just
He doesn't sound like a smart guy.
yeah, he's not.
What a good punchline. Bro, that's good comedy right there. That's like we could do that on stage.
the hot dog guy.
Yeah, or just like tag team stand-up bits.
We need to that would be a real live show.
Yeah, live podcast kind of.
Yeah, live podcast. You know, it's not a. We could actually get people to come and watch the online version. If we ever,
we did it live.
Yeah.
Okay, dude, it would be really funny to just have some mics and then go somewhere.
It would be. It would be fun. I wonder how you could do that because you'd have to have like a. It would have to be open mic. I guess you'd have to
What
have
do
an
you mean?
open mic and then do like a podcast.
Yeah, just you book a show somewhere.
Yeah.
Because now we've done like 70 episodes or something of podcasting.
Yeah. How many so this is our 18th of this show. We had the
But
show.
that's including the show was part of this, right?
Yeah, yeah. But if you include like the Not Your Cousins podcast, we've been doing this for many episodes.
Yeah, but so no, I know, but I think it's close to 70 because Not Your Cousins podcast got almost to 40. I think it was
Yeah.
in the high 30s. And then we had the show. But was the show on YouTube? Like, did we just take over the show YouTube and then change it into not Hot Dogs Radio?
Yeah, we did. So technically,
Okay.
yeah, those just don't have the same name. And when we started Hot Dogs Radio, we started from, I think, 0. We started from 1. and
Oh,
went
we
back
did?
Up. Yeah, we did.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna look this up.
Because it could be more.
Not Your Cousins podcast. Okay.
There's people that swim in the ocean for 12 minutes underwater. Free divers.
Dude, I can't believe this started in the studio.
There's people that swim in
Right?
the ocean for 12.
And then it slowly, like, it moved to a van. And then it moved online.
Uh-huh.
It almost it's somehow like it's almost like it's a crazy, like, it's almost like we went on the road and then we both settled down on the internet.
Dude, we did so much crazy shit in that van.
Yeah, we had the Ariana Grande sketch. We had the Wings episode, Spicy Wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We did one while driving. We did one on the road. We took it into the car and we drove around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was in between doing it in the studio and doing it in the van. The van started like a couple weeks later
Yeah.
because we had the one oh God. We did the one in the van, one of the first ones with like all the denim on the side.
Yeah.
Remember it, the title of the episode is Russians Play Doctor. So
Yeah.
I think the whole time we were doing Russian accents.
Yeah.
Uh, and then we had the one where one of the cameras died, so then we went into a single cam, and
Yeah.
then we did like all the Jimmy and more Russian more Russian stuff.
Yeah.
It was Jimmy Fallon.
Those
Oh
were
my
good
god.
episodes. I really thought that was
Seriously.
it was a good series. We had like jokes that came back to like reoccurring jokes. We even hid pictures in the background of those jokes. It was good.
Seriously,
good.
dude. Yeah, we could do it. We could do it again in person.
Yeah, we
We
should.
got all the got, we got all the equipment.
Yeah, not to mention I'll be again. Once I'm almost out of school. I'm almost finished. 2 more quarters.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm done.
And then you're gonna do something.
Yeah. Again, I think I wanna move down there. Wanna
Yeah.
get out because again, you know what I realized? I realized too that staying down in Arizona even, the climate, the sun is nice.
Oh yeah.
It's so cloudy up here in
Oh yeah.
Washington all the time. And again the
Uh-huh.
dampness. Like I like the clouds sometimes. I have mixed feelings about it because it feels like home. Sometimes it's comfy. I like the rain sometimes listening to it outside. But when it rains every single day, consistently, it starts to bear a toll, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. I'd say there still is rain. Like it's raining right now here in Oakland, but it's just basically like Seattle weather is like, the damp, cold, and then like it gets kind of hot for at least for a few weeks in the summer. Oakland is kind of like this,
Oh, so it's
but it's
cooler
still,
too.
yeah, it still has rain
Hmm,
though, down here. Never snow, and then like it doesn't get too hot.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Arizona gets hot in the summer. I couldn't
Uh,
stay too long down there. But during this time of the year, it's nice. And especially a drier climate. I don't know, I find that more appealing. Like humidity when it gets hot, I don't like it. I don't
yeah,
like it.
dude. So yeah, California is pretty good. Um, you would just need something to do here.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going for my masters. I've been considering it. But I haven't quite decided yet. I don't know.
There's a lot of schools down here.
True. There is.
Yeah, yeah, it's masters. Um, but if you did move down here, there's some pretty cool Tai Chi classes that we could go to. Um, I just learned this. This is a spoiler alert for the presentation. But I learned that Tai Chi practice is better at reducing blood pressure than cardiovascular exercises like jogging and running.
Hmm. That's interesting.
Because I got this certification for medical Tai Chi. So I learned about the medical benefits of doing Tai Chi. One of them is reducing blood pressure, but there's also this kind of Tai Chi that I'm learning called Sun style Tai Chi, which is just slightly different from, the most popular Tai Chi. But they did research on this specific kind of Tai Chi, and now the World Health Organization recommends practicing Sun style Tai Chi because it can reduce your arthritic pain and stiffness by 50%.
Ooh. That's a good percentage.
Half. Yeah,
Yeah,
cut it in
half.
half, dude.
I'm sure the earlier you start, the better too. It's probably like exercise. Want to turn that into a routine early on so that it's easier to get into.
Mm-hmm. and so you don't develop arthritis in the first place.
That too. That too.
Yeah, but dude, so cool. So there's places to learn Tai Chi, and you know, these things.
Wait, what?
I mean, oh, that was the piano I was just pointing to.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess you could get a piano up here too.
El Musica. I'm just saying, like, I have this studio,
Oh yeah, yeah.
right? I got the recording booth over here.
That's
And the
easy for a
drums.
good podcast setup too.
Yes. And then drums, guitar, and there's a bass over there.
Yeah.
So fully equipped. And yeah, podcast setup. Definitely could be put up in here. Maybe sitting in like someone's sitting in front of the drums and someone's sitting in front of the piano. It's like a nice set.
Yeah.
And I have access to all the fentanyl we need, so
That's good.
it's perfect.
We can
Yeah.
sell that on the side and pay for the podcast. Pay for ads.
Because it costs a lot to produce, right?
Yeah, yeah, it does. We gotta hire a team. We're gonna have it's gonna be a big one.
Yeah, well, I guess, yeah, I don't want to edit the podcast.
Yeah, yeah. We send it off to some guy and then yeah, we pay him in fentanyl money.
Oh, okay, but dude, the AI resources really are coming in handy. I think if we did an AI rough cut and then we just added
The effects?
I think it could be pretty good.
Yeah. We'll have to see how good it is too, cause like yeah, that was so time consuming. That was like the least fun part too, was like the switching.
But no,
Back
but
and
it was,
forth?
yeah, I guess just the switching part was annoying, yeah.
Yeah, but the effects were fun.
The creating bits things was super fun.
That was my favorite
Yeah.
part of the editing process was the effects and making little bits and stuff. Yeah, yeah. Then again, we have to watch it back anyways, I guess, to know where the bits are, unless we just remember
Yeah.
offhand. But
Yeah, maybe just streamline like the process somehow.
yeah,
So what do you want to study?
that's a good question. My major is political science, and then a minor in economics. So I could maybe go business administration route. I know in MBAs, those aren't the worst as far as employment goes. Or if I decided to go political science, I would probably have to get a doctorate's in it, because I don't know what a master's in political science would necessarily do. Most people who seem to have any success in the study seem to be doctors, have their doctorates. So I don't know.
So you're really thinking about employment.
Yeah, I am thinking about employment. I would like it if I could do something like this for a living. If I could do music, even YouTube. It's also a double-sided sword because I'm trying to finish up quickly, like school. And so I'm taking on a little bit more of a load as I'm going. And I've noticed it gives me less time to like focus on making videos. Luckily, like we can still do the podcast and stuff, but I've limited my creative time, it feels like, by a good chunk. And now like now it's like I do it less. And so it's like almost like I'm shooting for this degree to get a job, but I would rather do something else with my time. So I don't know.
Yeah. But why can't you get a job doing something in media? It's so prevalent now.
I could. I mean, yeah, especially I mean in California, maybe there's a lot of more opportunities down there. But I'll have to see. I might not go for my master's. I might try to straight go into something media related. I've had that thought before. Journalism fits political science, so some people go into journalism, so maybe that's an avenue. But
Yeah, but dude, listen, you gotta start thinking about the fact that you can do anything. Okay, there's this possibilities to do anything, and the the school, if you do the school the way like you're thinking, okay, I need employment. That means what you're saying is, I need somebody else to have better ideas than me, and so I can listen to other people's ideas, and therefore I'm gonna set myself up to be able to be uh, effective at taking other people's ideas and implementing them. Right?
yeah, but
That
at the
that
same time,
that seems to be.
you need some like eventually, I guess, at some point, you need some kind of like almost capital to be able to do certain things. Um, it's like expensive. Like if someone wants to start their own business, some people can never even do that because they can never like reach the amount they need to afford it. So they end up just working for somebody else, or they might be too afraid to take the risk and then lose it. Um,
Mhm.
I don't know. That's something that sometimes I think about, where there's like that fear that you'd save up and then you just lose it all. But I guess that's
But
part
the
of it.
thing is,
But
it doesn't have to be like that, dude. It's just this mindset where you can do anything, and you can create this job that you want to have, and it might be like you might be working for somebody else, but you can make yourself useful doing the stuff that you like doing. And if, like, let's say like this is just like a way that I could do it, like in this situation. You're thinking about doing an MBA, but go to an MBA that has like go to an MBA program that has like specifically for like media, or like some sort of entertainment sort of like management. So like you have this specialty in this arena that you actually care about, and that way like you're immersed in this world of like other people that are interested in this, and you can like really get to know something that you care about.
yeah, it's I don't know. See, that makes me rethink. Like the only reason why I would ever go for an MBA, I think, is because it's one of those things where you can be guaranteed a position with like a decent salary. Like I wouldn't say I'm like interested in business. I would rather do something more creative than just like business administration work. If I could work in any industry like out there, it would definitely be media. Like that would be the next best thing probably. I'd take anything that I could get within that sphere. But more specifically, I would probably be more interested and more excited about doing more creative work.
Yeah, but if you're doing the MBA, then do it the best you can.
That makes sense, yeah. I think they have specializations too that you can get, so I should look into that, definitely.
They definitely do.
Yeah.
Every school is different. And it's just, dude, it's like, okay, so it's almost in my head, it's almost like um you're driving, I guess, this truck, right? And you can't exactly see like that far ahead on the road when you're driving.
Mine's blind.
And
Mine's like pitch
you're
black.
you're
Mine's
you're blind driving.
yeah, mine is like yeah, there's some people maybe have like the tint on. Mine's just completely pitch black. Like someone came in with black paint and went and I'm like, "Oh, this is me. This is me every day whenever like through my school experience. Oh, that's me. That's me going down the road. Like you pass me, you're like, "Oh, geez. Oh my god." That guy's
You
really
don't know what
screwed.
just happened at school, you're saying?
Well, no, I mean, like, if you're, like, talking about, like, like, you're like, oh, it's time to take this exit. It's like, whoa, where did he go? That guy
Yeah,
can't
but
see.
this train is sort of like, okay, you're just like thinking about this NBA, so you can at least see that far ahead into the future, right? To think about the
Yeah.
NBA.
I guess I
But
can
you
imagine it, but it's just like the black screen, the black windshield, and I'm like, yeah, I think that would be nice. Meanwhile, like there's like a like cars swerving down. I'm like, I'm off the road at this point, driving in the desert. Yeah, I think the NBA would be a good idea. I really think that people get employed when they do business. Business is great. I love business. Oh yeah, this is like that's me going on.
so that's what I'm trying to say is
There's like some lawyer on the road who's like looking away. Oh my God, Jesus! What are you doing?
wow, this is where you have the opportunity to um ask questions of people that you feel like are good drivers. And all I was gonna say about this, driving the car and depending on how far you can see, if you can imagine it, then you can see it. So if you can imagine the NBA thing, you know it's a possibility, but you don't exactly know what it is. Like you've defined it over certain terms, and it seems in a to a certain degree that it's like a very transactional thing. However, like you don't realize like when you go to master's programs, there's this social aspect to it, right? So all the people who like were done with school with their bachelors, they go out into the world, right? They the the only people that are going to be in your school are people that want to be in your school. Okay? They might be doing it for various different reasons, but like they've decided they're investing in themselves. They're doing something that's often not required. So there's this ecosystem, right, of people who care about education and learning. You are spending a lot of time with these people. Okay. So you will become a better person because you are around people who are, um, they're talented and they believe in themselves enough and their abilities intellectually to go through this educational program. So, like, there's this whole social aspect to it where you will become socialized and be around more people who are capable. And that changes you, like, in a substantial way.
Yeah, I I think I know people who are like I don't know whether to use the word capable or not, but um it's not like I'm like struggling in school or anything. I just mean like vision wise. Like you know how there's some people who say like from high school they're like I'm going to go to medical school, I'm going to become a doctor, I'm going to work for the years that I need to, pay off the student loan, buy a house, set money away for
Hmm.
retirement, I'm good. Same thing like lawyer. Maybe even you have like even maybe like ones that are still like maybe not quite high salary but still like high up there. You got engineers, you got computer scientists, well people who just like know immediately, right? Or maybe even like there's
Hmm.
business majors like that too. But yeah, I guess it's more so that kind of thing versus someone who's more like, well, I don't know, right? Like maybe I would have liked this more, but it's quite unlikely. It's less likely in some ways to find employment. It might be a little bit more of a push. So where can I meet myself in the middle? And then changing your mind midway through because you're kind of indecisive about it. It's more so the difference between that. Not that there's like a lack of a push to go and try something, but like you try something and then you're not sure about it. And then you're thinking like, what are the opportunities within this, within this space, anyways? Because not every space is going to have equal opportunity. Some are going to have a little bit less, and not that you can't ever do it, but likelihood, probabilities. Sometimes thinking about that stuff. That's what gets me, and that's what I mean by like the analogy of like the. I was joking around mainly, but like the painted window that's completely black. I'm sure I can see if we're talking metaphors. I'm sure I can somehow see through it a little bit of it, but it's just that difference.
Okay, I see the difference between what you're talking about. And
Yeah.
I think all I'm trying to do is sketch out a landscape of like what the opportunities might be able to provide you in terms of opportunity, right? That's all I'm trying to do is kind of like, you know, just kind of paint a picture of the landscape so that maybe like you'll be able to see further. Basically, is what I'm trying to do.
Okay. I mean, it's good. I mean, but imagine like imagine you stepped into the vehicle. You're you got a guy who's just staring at the black screen painted over. You're like, you got it. Your side, maybe you could see, and you're like trying to describe. It's still kind of like it. It's like, whoa, no, a little more to the left.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. All I'm doing is just saying, um, there's more opportunity than just employment to be gained at graduate school. And you're also like, if you go to these media art specific business schools, that becomes a hub for like they offer um, internships and like they might offer like free services to like artists and stuff, and it becomes like a hub for like creativity and business, right? And you need both of those things. So it's it's not just this black and white thinking that you get this uh you get certified, you get a degree, and therefore because this degree has a higher likelihood of success, that there's going to be success.
Yeah,
It just means that you're doing that, but that doesn't like guarantee like success.
yeah. I never thought it did like guarantee success. It's more so about like what are the chances that sometimes I get caught up on. I guess I'll be thinking about what is currently available, and not just employment, but like even let's say someone tried to start their own thing, their own business, their own platform, tried to make something. What's the probability of like of doing that? Who do you know currently who could help you do that? And I don't know. I find like it's not like I never have any ideas of things that I could do on my own. Like otherwise I wouldn't like, or even collaborations. Otherwise I wouldn't like, strive to make these episodes or make music or make my own YouTube videos or whatever creative project it happens to be. Um of course I'm still thinking of ideas, and I'm still like doing them sometimes, and there's a hope that comes with that, right? There's like I'm putting something out there. At the same time, maybe I'm just you try a certain amount and then you're like, okay, this is like opportunity here is there. It's never gone, but it's obviously not something that is you put in X many hours and all of a sudden something happens. It's a continual kind of like multiple different factors working at play, including how much you put into it, but there's also the factor of like a little bit of external factors that are outside of your control. And I think about those often, and I think that's what makes me very like shifty all the time, thinking about those things and then thinking about, well, what am I going to do if this doesn't happen? And then I'm like switching all over, and that's why like I'm driving like this, it's like it's not like smooth motions. It's like yeah, it's like direct. I don't know.
Yeah, if it were me, I would establish a language in my internal monologue, which fosters um, self trusting myself.
I also might need to clean the windshield, you know? Maybe get some of that. This
Hmm.
might need to be a little bit clearer, maybe. It's at this point, like, it's like the bugs have hidden it. It's like someone just like dumped tar on my car. So it's like driving down
Hmm.
405 and someone just hey. It was, can't believe this.
Yeah, I mean, what if it's possible to clean up the windshield and it's actually really easy to clean?
It might be. I might need a scraping tool too. I mean, I'm not saying I might need to like a little chisel.
But what if it was just you could just wipe it away just with your hand?
I might
No cleaning materials necessary.
no bleach
What if it
or
was
like some
what if it wasn't
chemical.
even tar, dude? What if it wasn't even tar? You had this just imagination that it was tar, but it wasn't.
Maybe it's mud. This could be mud, but I mean, imagine trying to.
Maybe
It could
maybe it's just
dry.
you are driving. What if you're just driving through the drive-through and those little things like go over your windshield and you thought it was tar this whole time, but you just had to put your car in drive and start driving and you'd get right out of the
What if
car
it?
wash.
What if it's a long one?
Working in the car wash, yeah.
What if it's
The
long?
car wash.
The car
Working in the car
car wash. Yeah.
wash, yeah. Wait, there was a movie with fish and they were in the car wash?
Wait, fish?
Yeah, it was like one of the old like Pixar movies. It was like fish, and then there was like
Um,
a fish car wash.
a fish car wash. Oh, wait, was that Finn's?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that had like Will Smith in it, right?
Yeah, fins.
I hardly remember that
Working at
movie. That's so weird. It's been a long time.
Will Smith fins. Yeah, it was called Shark Tale.
Ah, Shark Tale.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't know why I thought
They
Finn's.
did a working at the car wash. Yeah. So yeah, dude. Punk, punk.
What about
What is
like
this?
what happens though if like there's like a guy in front of me and he's like, "Hey," and then I'm like, I can't see," and he's like, "Hey, no." But then what if no? He
I-
doesn't say anything. He just stands there and he just stares. He just.
How do you know there's a guy
I'm like,
there, dude,
"Oh,
if you
man."
can't see? How do you know there's a guy
Well,
if you
what?
can't see?
Then I run over him though. Then what? Then I have to stop the car, and then I'm like, I haven't made it out of this shadow thing yet. And then like this he gets mad and he starts like kicking my car. And I'm like, hey, I didn't see you there.
Yeah,
I can't see.
you just apologize. Sorry.
Oh.
Whoops, I made a mistake. Sorry.
And then the guy in the food line though, he's like, hey, you forgot your order. I'm like, oh. Like, okay, I'm back. I'm
Yep.
reversing, and then I like reversing
Sorry.
over the guy. He's like, "Mom, stop it!" I'm like, oh,
Sorry.
Jesus, that's all right.
Sorry. Whoops. Whoops.
What if the person
Working
just
at
takes
the car wash. Yeah.
what if the person takes ketchup and just all over the windshield just goes, here, you like Steen? And just, I'm like, oh, stop! No more ketchup on there.
Dude, but by the time you can see, you would never go back to that drive-through. That's the whole thing.
It's true. I could probably
'Cause you're
drive
working.
away.
At the car wash, yeah.
Oh, and I could
And
go
then
to
you
a
might
car
start
wash,
working.
right?
You might start working at the car wash and helping people who think that their windshields are broken.
What if the guy there just like takes soap and it's, oh, no.
You'd say, "I'm sorry."
Sorry.
Cause you're working at the car wash, yeah.
Ah.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Car wash. I want that the what do they call that? The oh, there's a name for it. When you get like the special finish on top, you know? I'm out
Oh,
of
the
water.
sheen.
Yeah,
Working at the car wash. Yeah.
extra sheen. Sheen. Is that what it's called actually? Sheen?
Wax.
Wax.
Wax?
Yeah, yeah, get the wax. Get the wax on there.
But sheen. Sheen is like the shiny.
Ah, get that waxy sheen.
Shark tail.
Shark tails.
So, we're gonna.
Should we end it since we were gonna do it early and then do a test?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. That's gonna be the episode. We will see you guys on the flippity flip side.
Will Smith is the greatest actor of our generation.
That's right. Take your car for a car wash. Maybe cook some hot dogs while you're at it. Don't let strangers in your home.
Unless you.
Quack. Ah. All right, it ended.
All right.